Fathers, men, leaders, I want to say hello to you today. It is March 21st, and I wanted to share with you a great exercise that you could do with your kids. This is something that you could do very easily in 3 parts. You could gather your family together and take about 40 minutes to do this. And you can do 3 sections, there's 3 parts to work on our physical bodies, our spiritual, our heart, and our mind. So this is something that you could do, and I'll try to post a couple more of these, but so you can see behind me the white pad. We just did this exercise. So we got the boys together in the garage and we did a warm up. We just spent maybe 6 minutes doing a warm up, maybe 5 minutes. We did jumping jacks. We did 20 jumping jacks. We did some stretching. We did just 4 or 5 just warm up exercises, and I'll put them below in the document below. You can see them. But then we ran about 200 yards to a car and back, and then we proceeded to do each of these things. So we did 20 burpees, and if you can't do 20 burpees, just do 10 push-ups, or 5 burpees, it doesn't have to be an extensive number. And then we ran back to the truck. We did 40 push-ups, and then we ran back to the truck and back here. And then we did 100 walking lunges. So you just kind of, you do a leg bend, that's 2. And so we did 100 of those, and then we ran to the truck and back. And then we did 100 air presses. So you basically put your arms up in the air. That's 1, 2, 3. You just do those with both of your arms. And then you run to the truck and back. And then we descend the exercise. So we go to back to 100 lunges, 40 push-ups, and 20 burpees. And you don't have to do all those. You could break them up into a couple if you wanted to. And then when you're finished, you basically do what's called a circle of prayer. Get together and give your family a word of the day. So today you can see the word of the day that I provided at the bottom. We basically talked about love. How do we love people? The challenge that we have as leaders right now is that we are either responding to the coronavirus in a fleshly way, on a continuum of regard, where we are either focusing on arrogance or we're focusing on anxiety. So we talked about, just quickly, we did it in 5 minutes, and we just talked about, hey, what is anxiety? What does it mean to be anxious, to be afraid? And what does it mean to be arrogant when we're responding to our brother, our sister, our family members? And so this is real simple, but it's real difficult and challenging to lead through that. So how do we do that? We have to respond to love. Love has to be the middle part of the continuum. So we just talked about that this morning. We talked about what does that look like? How do we embrace that? How do we do that? So we looked at Proverbs 1:7. We looked at Proverbs 1:33, and we talked about 3 ways that we could respond in love. We could listen to God, we could lean into Him by reading the scriptures, and the second thing is that we can commit to our friends, that we can call someone today. Maybe 2, we challenged all of our kids to call somebody, our boys to call somebody, and just ask them, hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling? What are you hearing? And how can I pray for you? And to, while we're talking to people, to be transparent and vulnerable with them and love them and be kind. And so you can see all of the devo down below. I can't remember all the things that we talked about. I'm kind of exhausted, but I want to challenge men. I want to challenge husbands to lead your families through something like this. You've got plenty of time during the day. If you're working from home, you should be working from home. You should be quarantining your family and staying inside. And this is easy. Like, we're in our garage right now. So if you wanted to, run to the end of the sidewalk and back, or run to the circle and back. I mean, you just stay 6 feet apart. Like, don't get 6 feet near people, and just do that together. And you can really encourage your family physically, spiritually, and mentally. So, hey, I love you guys. If you have any questions below, let me know what you think. I mean, what do you think? Is this too hard? What are some challenges that you guys are having? How could we rally together to create more exercises like this? I'll try to post some more. We do these now. This is the second one we've done this week. So I'll share more as these happen. So I love you, and I'm praying that God will give us direction and wisdom as we deal with all this. All right, see you later. Bye.